calm down. We want a cadaver dog, we want the property secured, and we want them to get freaking evidence. Well, they came and gathered some of the evidence and took it off last night. So every time they come and change their story on the other side, PD's local, they know they're not stupid. Team 1 isn't stupid. If they thought this was a normal homeless camp, they wouldn't even be out here.
But I mean, are they helping, or are they just getting in the way?
No, they're well, now it's back in their jurisdiction. Captain Schrader's over there. He's been gone for a week. He's back in town. So I'm not worried about it as long as I'm in this jurisdiction, and he knows once I'm freed up, he knows exactly what I'm going to do, and he told me right on is that I'm going to go and can all the way down and search, and we're going to find every one of these little homeless camps that they're saying there's no homeless down this far south. Once you go down that way, it's all going to be all coyotes. We're going to find every one. This won't be the only place we find where a bunch of restraints are tied to trees. It's a pattern behavior, so.
So where are all these people going?
I don't know. I know that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they got some stuff, and I don't really know much beyond that.
What can we do to help?
You guys, where you at? You guys are there? Hang out, because we're going to be meeting over at the QT.
The QT.
And then, yeah, we'll get over there at the QT and regroup. As of right now, that's probably going to be our first starting point. And then from there, we'll go down and we'll show people where we want them to do searches.
Where you want people to do, so you're going to tell people to go search in certain areas? Yeah.
No, we're going to take anyone who wants to go out with us.
Oh, okay.
And then what I'll do is anyone who hasn't done this, because you can take what we do, looking for homeless camps, and you can apply it, and you can say you're looking for a coyote camps. It's the same thing. Homeless veterans tend to hide their trails. They don't leave trash. They're very hard to find. Well, coyotes do the same thing. They don't want to be discovered. Well, we're experts at tracking down homeless veterans. So only homeless veterans or coyotes would be able to conceal something like that. So we'll show you and everybody that's going out with us when we do our searches how to catch the trails, what you need to look for to move in. And, any camps you find south of here is not going to be homeless.
They're going to be more...
No, this is a major dope human trafficking. Say that they had a problem 10 years ago and they filed a complaint and all this stuff. None of that at all checks out with this place.
The police say that?
No. The people who built that, they said they built that and that's a homeless camp.
So you think we were listening yesterday, and I know one side is sort of homeless and the other south is more the pedophilia.
No, when we came here, all the homeless was over there on the north side, over by the res. Where they usually camp is where they fly their signs. So on this interstate, if you can go up in the city, you go anywhere else, you'll see that homeless have their camps in the wash right along the highway, right along the city. Some of the guys, Matt Max and Jim and them, those guys said that this side belongs to the cartel, and they don't come over here.
Okay.
And when you come down here, you can obviously see it is.
Yeah.
And the fact that you didn't have any type of mobilization or anything to get down here, we got messed with really, really hard when Kaylee over there found that weapon that was buried in the dirt, and then after that, we haven't really been messed with. Then
Who messed with you?
the state police came down, and then they arrested 2 of our guys. That was illegal detain. Our guys were standing right here. So state police should be out here arresting us and every one of them right now. But they illegally detained 2 of our guys.
For finding something?
No, for just standing here.
Really?
Yeah, they detained them for standing here because I wouldn't come outside the gate. They wanted me to come outside the gate to arrest me and get me out of here, so they get me off that tower. And so since I walked away, they arrested 2 of our volunteers. That's illegal as hell.
Are they incarcerated right now? You don't know?
Huh? No, our guys got out right away.
I'm going to head on out.
All right.
Good to see you. I'm going to go over to the camp, trying to get some ice delivered to these guys at Bravo.
Okay.
And so I'm going to go pick up about 10 bags of ice and take it over there.
Right on, man. Let me know how the camp looks. I ain't been there in a week.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
They came from San Diego. They're gonna help me search when we start moving down south.
That's great.
So we're gonna move down and search and keep going.
Awesome. You guys headed to somewhere else, or just kind of drove in to help? That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
It's a homeschool field trip.
Oh,
Homeschool field trip.
I'm an ex-college professor, and I just do that.
Outstanding.
Great field trip.
That's outstanding.
Thank you.
Well, so if you guys find any people that need services, these guys have all the services, resources down. They do a great job, especially with vets, but with anybody, getting the services. And if they don't, we help each other out. So if we find a vet we can't get placement, they've helped us. If they find somebody that's not a vet, they can't get placement, we've helped them. So it's a great project. It's an unfortunate thing that occurs nationwide with homeless issues, and not all of it's by choice. So if we can give people help that want it.
Oh yeah,
it's a good thing to do.
The wealthy at the top really aren't making it easy for us, are they?
I'm sure there's a lot of challenges for us. Whatever it is, these guys do a good job. We can get them help, and then that's the thing to do.
And it's hard when they come back to function when they've been
Yeah.
through what they've been through.
Yeah, society changes pretty quick. So if you're, you know what I mean, if you're out for a little bit, half of that. Some of the biggest success stories that some of the outreach has had. I don't know if this is with you guys too, but I know it's with some of the other shelters down there. Is people didn't know how to get their SOCH, they didn't know how to fill out an application.
Yep.
You know, it's the basic things where if you're checked out for a while,
Yeah.
you know, those are things that we all take for granted.
Yeah.
And having, there's a word for it, you can help me out with this.
Having an avenue to go get
Like an outreach, not a specialist, but
I think it's just
advocates.
Yeah,
I mean, we do advocacy for the ones.
CBI has them too.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a human talking to another human who has been isolated and alone. You know that it's really
definitely-
anybody could be an advocate.
Definitely.
You know, so.
I think that some of the groups go a bit further and are a little bit better. Some are good at talking but don't understand how they can help.
Right.
And so people are educated on, well, this is a resource center. Do you have a dog? Okay, well, here's a place we'll put you there. Do you want long-term housing, or are you looking for a job? Here.
Yeah.
So connectors.
Yeah, each case is specific, each individual. What I could do for him, I'd probably have to go a different avenue with
Oh,
you.
sure, yeah.
And if your two needs don't match,
Yeah.
then it's completely separate.
Yeah,
So.
and then you have a whole other different population.
Starbucks you go to today.
The one on Kataro, I had to drop my kid off way up there.
Oh,
I live
okay.
on the base, I had to drop him way up there.
Oh, wow, you had a drive today.
What's the word on fencing?
So they're going to check the fencing to the rear,
Okay.
and then they'll secure this front one. The fencing to the back, I talked to the contractor this morning, so they're going to see what they can do with the subcontractor to get that done and first tear down the sites. So kind of the priorities are tear down the sites, get the fencing secured,
All right.
and see if they can increase patrol. So they're going to look at doing some on-site security patrols at night too.
So if I just leave like a few guys, just like we were, just kind of out on the perimeter, and I can take care. Do you think it's going to be better secured than when we first came at the end of the day?
As long as you guys aren't in the property.
Yeah, we don't go in it.
I mean, yeah, if you're out there.
Let me ask you a
keeping an eye-
question. What are they going to do to keep the guy who built that? And we already know, but I'm just, what are we going to do to keep them from just being able to cross over? Because they can just cross over. They're coming over on horseback.
That's part of the fencing issue that's on
right.
the west side there. Well, we saw it last night. Took me to the other site.
Yeah.
And that fence is
Oh, yeah.
wide open. So
Yeah, I don't.
that's part of the fencing issue. If they can solve that issue too.
So we're going to be most vulnerable on the back side still, till we
yeah,
get
I
side.
mean, in
All right.
terms of access, for sure.
You guys going to have someone you here posted if you can, or?
No, not after today. Once the
All right.
sites get torn down, we're putting it back. It's the property owner's responsibility.
Okay, property owners coming out?
They're here.
Oh, they're
here
down
with
there
us.
now? Okay, is it not CMEX, or is the one that's leasing the property, or is it CMEX?
I'm pretty sure it's CMEX that owns
All right.
and I'm thinking it's CMEX that has the lease.
Yeah, they
I'm a
lease it from
Whoever
yeah.
the property agent is
Yeah.
down there.
Okay. Miss Robles? Is she here today? Because she was the original
No.
property management that came, or yeah, property management.
No, this is coordinated through their corporate. So, yeah, we're just waiting on that now. They're all down there. So, as soon as they kind of figure out what it's going to take in terms of a subcontractor coming in and tearing it down and hauling it out, that's what we're waiting on. I told her too that we went to the camp last night to get the knife. They wouldn't give it to us. Said it was locked up somewhere. So if it's evidence, you guys
Yeah,
gotta get it to us.
I'll take you over there.
Well,
Remember?
now you take it to the station. 'Cause I
Have
already
them
sent
take it to
you-
the station,
I already
alright.
sent two guys over there.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
sent them.
well, you weren't back yet, so we had trespassed you guys. They
No,
weren't
this
gonna
is-
give nothing to
this is last
TPD.
night
Yeah,
after
but
we
they
talked.
didn't know. I hadn't called them and told them that the trespass was lifted. So since they didn't hear from me, they actually did the right thing, because I didn't say release any of the evidence. I wanted everything laid out so people could come and see it, because no one else wanted to come gather it and collect it.
You bring it to the station today.
Yeah, get it out. If any Bravo, any guys are a Bravo cam, you have it from me. Get that that and the other Blueprint Designs, Addie, Kelly, you know what we want them to have.
I'm back there in a few.
Huh?
I'm going back there in a few so I can let them know too.
Yeah, just let them know. They can run it down to Team 1 substation.
So they're wanting to get maps and make grids.
Yeah.
Want them to start that?
And they could start making maps and grids.
Because-
You're just doing I-19 corridor, and what we're doing is we're flying the drone over section by section and then going to look. You can find everywhere they're getting off the highway because they're cutting through the fence and you see the tracks running down. So we're going to check every trail.
One person was going to get maps. So Bill sent me here to talk to you.
Okay.
See if that's what you wanted us to do.
Yeah, maps. We can get some maps set up.
Okay.
Huh?
Are there many volunteers?
I've heard some people go, besides our main guys and the people that work with us, there hasn't been a whole influx, but we've had the few, they've come when they've been needed so far. If we wouldn't have those guys that were out last night, I wasn't over there. They wouldn't have got the video of the guy with the dog and how they're crossing over the reservation. A lot of this stuff they're getting is tying into something. So it doesn't matter what those people in K-Gun 9 and them come over and keep saying. You know, there is an active investigation going on, especially into this particular individual. Okay, and there is another
Which
really
particular
sick, the
individual?
cowboy hat, the guy who built it. He said he didn't build it now he didn't build it, and now it's, you know what I mean? They know they're being lied to, and they know that's not a normal camp.
Wait, it's explain. The guy with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, he was the one that built it.
It's his camp.
No,
No. What did he build?
He didn't build it now.
He didn't.
Yes, I don't know, I'm confused. You get it?
He said he did. And no one was down there, but then he talked about stuff that was there.
He came up and admitted he built it, and now he's saying he didn't build it. That's for him, though. That's
So
for
is
him.
Is he a BS or who knows needs to be
No,
worried?
he's someone who stood watch while children was being raped.
Right.
And I have enough intelligence and enough witnesses from, see, thank God the TO and the Hispanic community and the natives are actually coming over to our vets and coming up to us, and they're talking, they're telling us where these guys are getting dropped off, what type of car to look for, about how that guy who built the camp had 4 dogs on a post on the outside and a gun, and he wouldn't let people go back.
If he didn't build it while his schools there.
So he's trying
Oh,
to
I know
say
he didn't
that-
build it, but his tools were there, and he came back to get his tools. See, the thing is they're doing everything they can to get us out of here,
Yeah.
but that's okay, because
Yeah.
we're still going to stay here,
Yeah.
but we're going to have most of our people just go and look for the next
Right.
trails.
Now, do you think it's like more the laundering or the pedophilia is on this side over here, and then this is, you said, veterans, mostly homeless, or is it just, who knows? You don't know?
I won't know till I get out and look.
So people just need to start looking, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Bravo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them know if anybody the evidence to the station. They didn't hear it there, that they can do that.
Is there anybody that can get that those other stuff to the station? The other PD got a bag of evidence last night when they came walking out. So they've got a bag of evidence. They got the camp being dismantled. You know, they've got the stuff they need. And then they're working right now to get the property secured, fencing.
And we're working on, as soon as he gets back with the maps and I get there, we're working on grids for teams.
That'll work.
To hit down here. So that's what we're gonna start on. Okay?
If I get a chance, I'll swing up to the camp and go to my office and grab my computer.
I got a
and stuff.
picture of you from somebody where you were sleeping this morning. I was like, well, good. Let that man
Yeah, I
get a
know.
nap. TPD said let him nap.
Well, I was about 40 yards from these guys, so
Yeah.
there's other people. I got woke up by the team that was out there, so I wasn't sleeping when there wasn't no one else out here.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
were
that's
good.
what I told her. I was like, was TPD there? She was like, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah, and there's 2 other guys that I didn't know that came down to volunteer, and they caught some really good intelligence.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys are watching it, what we need you to do is you come down I-19 corridor, and you ain't got to check in with us, because some of the best things we've been getting are people who are just coming down to, some of them might be naysayers trying to prove us wrong, or people who know that this shit's really going on, and they're going off on their own, and they're searching their own grid. So every piece of evidence has been brought in that obviously we could not have known about or we didn't touch. They're not going to be able to keep trying to play it off as if we are staging this, that we staged this, because this isn't a stage, and little kids were tied and raped to that tree, and that piece of shit in a cowboy hat you guys saw, and I don't know if this video goes too, it's funny, every video we shoot with that guy ends up disappearing.